It couldn't have been better timed. BMW wins the Superbike Championship, and now they're unveiling the new S1000RR and M1000RR. You'll find out what they bring in the video. Indeed, it all fits perfectly, like a glove. BMW recently won the Superbike Championship with Toprak, and now they're introducing the new Superbikes, the new Supersport models for 2025. I'd say we should start with the standard model, the S1000RR, as it's undergone some changes for 2025, primarily in the aerodynamics. Power remains the same at 210 horsepower at 13,750 revolutions per minute. The engine has, of course, been adjusted to meet Euro 5 plus standards, but the real changes lie in the aerodynamics. You just need to look at the S1000RR from the front to notice it. You'll see these massive winglets, which have now reached a truly impressive scale, but they are supposed to have a purpose on the track. At a speed of 300 kilometers per hour, they now offer 23.1 kilograms of downforce. This is an increase compared to the previous model, which only provided 17.1 kilograms of downforce at 300 kilometers per hour. So when you're on a track at 300 kilometers per hour, you'll have that downforce. It will also be beneficial at lower speeds on the track due to these new winglets, but of course on the street you may wonder if it's really necessary, but on the track it's certainly an advantage. Additionally, the aerodynamics and cooling have been improved. At the front we have new brake ducts, which are air channels for the brakes designed to maintain consistent brake performance on the track. This means the brakes won't overheat as much, and at the same time they also slightly cover the fork tubes, which should improve aerodynamics as well. Finally, heat dissipation has also been improved slightly. There's now a large vent on the left side of the bike to release warm air, while on the right side there's a small homage to the older RR models in the form of 3 gills. I think it looks nice, a fitting tribute for those who remember. The last real update to the new RR is in the electronics. These have been revised, and we now have an M short-stroke throttle, reducing the rotation angle to 58 degrees, while the rest of the electronics have also been updated. We now have the Pro Ride modes package as standard, which includes ride modes such as Race Pro 1, 2 and 3. Through these modes, you can adjust features like throttle response and engine braking to suit your track preferences. We also now have the ABS Pro Slick setting included. This adjusts the ABS system to respond appropriately when you're riding on slick tires, as it behaves differently than when on road tires. This means they've really focused on the track with the new RR, even though it doesn't quite offer the refined features of the new M1000RR. The M1000RR remains the flagship of BMW's Supersport lineup and brings with it a significant power increase. The new M1000RR now produces 218 horsepower at 14,500 revolutions per minute, making it the most powerful 4-cylinder supersport you can currently buy for the road. Though of course it's designed for the track. How was the power increase achieved? Various measures were implemented, including redesigned titanium valves, an increased compression ratio to 14.5 and larger throttle bodies, now 52 mm compared to the previous 48 mm. Additionally, the intake and exhaust ports were reworked, giving it a substantial engine upgrade to squeeze out those 218 horsepower, all while remaining Euro 5 plus compliant. Besides the power boost, the frame and aerodynamics were also updated. The BMW Flex frame was modified around the steering head and engine mounts to improve rigidity. The aerodynamics received adjustments, with BMW once again highlighting the massive winglets, the M winglets 3.0 as they call them. Made of carbon fiber, these large components certainly offer advantages at high speeds. At 300 kilometers per hour, we now have 30 kilograms of downforce, up from the previous only 22.6 kilograms. And all of this should not affect the top speed of 314 kilometers per hour. Lastly, the electronics were also refined. Dynamic traction control is standard, now featuring a new slide function called slide control. When exiting a corner, it maintains the slide exactly as you want. The ABS was also updated, introducing brake slide control. This feature assists you when entering a corner in a drift, ensuring you navigate it safely and with the desired trajectory. Of course, these settings can be adjusted through the various ride modes. You can also select the ABS Pro Slick setting here, enabling the entire bike to adapt to slick tires and the demands of the track. So, those are the new BMW Supersport models, the S1000RR and M1000RR. At this point, I can't reveal any prices as this video is recorded in advance, and unfortunately, the pricing data is not yet available. But when we have the prices, we'll include them in the report. Check below in the description. If you're also interested in the 4-cylinder naked bikes like the S1000R and M1000R, then stay tuned. I've also recorded a video on that, which you can find on the channel or will be uploaded shortly. So don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye and take care.